welcome back to my channel. I was literally in the middle of building a completely different build, and then I had the idea to create a town that was just like Halloween. And it's not like I'm not like recreating like Halloween Town from Halloween Town or like anything like that. It's just like my own vibe. And I'm pretty much turning all of Brindleton Bay into I think I'm gonna call it Spooky Hollow. And it's just like a little spooky place. So yeah, I was in the middle of literally doing another build. And then I had this idea and I was like, okay, yeah, no, scratch this. We're restarting. So yeah, so I started building that. This is the town hall. And so yeah, I was thinking, you know, this is where all the ghouls and all the monsters and spooky bitches alike, you know, they meet for meetings or, you know, whatever else. But yeah. Also, my cat, my perfect angel, Ella Louise, she's in here with me right now, so you might hear her meowing or making random sounds. She might brush her face against the mic, I don't know, we'll see. But, yeah, she's in here with me. And speaking of cats, I did decide that, much like Brindleton Bay, taking inspiration from it, Spooky Hollow is governed by Mayor Jinx, and he is a black cat. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You're gonna see the fact that the mayor is a cat taken into account in the build. Also, I had the time of my life. Sorry, Ella. I had the time of my life building this. Like, it was so much fun. I also just downloaded the, like, the castle kit, and, oh, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with that stone wallpaper. It is too good. It is too good. But I also wanted it to have, like, a kind of, almost like a suburban feel, like, a little bit. So I didn't want to use, like, the gothic windows that came with it, because I want it to feel very, like, homey, I guess. But yeah. And, oh, I went all out with the decor from, like, Seasons and the Spooky Stuff pack. Like, this build is camp, and these next upcoming builds where I am literally just redoing all of the lots in Brindleton Bay to be my Spooky Hollow vibe. Yeah, the Seasons pack and the Spooky Stuff pack are gonna be used a lot, and it's going to be campy. It's gonna be campy, it's going to be fun. I'm literally so excited about it. Like, this entire place just screams fall and Halloween, and nothing makes me happier than that, because I am counting down the days until it starts to cool off and it starts to actually feel like Halloween. Also, Ella's here. She says hi. Hey! She's so beautiful. She's so interested in this. But yeah, I made, like, little pumpkin centerpieces, kind of inspired by Halloween Town. But yeah, I'm just kind of adding just, like, some spooky decor. I didn't want it to be too much. I kind of struggled a little bit, kind of figuring out how much was too much. So I tried to have it kind of a little bit more laid back. I don't know if that's the right word for that, but that's what I did. Now I'm just adding some shrubs, some shrubbery, and some more like little trees and stuff. But yeah, oh my gosh, I am so obsessed with how this build came out. Also, I can't remember what I think these are from vampires, like those little vine shrub guys that I used in front of the bushes. Love those, and I love the mushrooms. I just think they're so much fun. But yeah, I am so ready for Halloween. And just just the vibes. The vibes. Like, it is October, and I know I feel like I've probably said that in my other 2 videos already, but listen. I love it. I've already been watching plenty of spooky things. Like, I watched Over the Garden Wall on August 1st, and then I've watched, like, Scream and Monster House, and what else have I watched so far? I watched that new movie, Abigail. It was okay. But yeah, I've been ready to feel the Halloween vibes. I mean, I feel like I'm like that year-round, but just especially now that it is October, as I like to say. But yeah, anyways, now I'm just, you know, adding some dimension with, like, the paint onto the landscape. Oh, I just think it turned out so cute. Oh, I'm so obsessed. And I used the banners and stuff from Seasons because, you know, they're perfect for it. Yeah, I kind of couldn't decide which ones I wanted to use, but yeah, I think it turned out exactly the way I was envisioning. Adding those spider webs, because obviously Ella agrees. Yeah, adding the spider webs. Yeah, so now we're starting on the inside. I kind of wanted to give it, like, the appearance of just, like, a very windy staircase. And I kind of wanted the first level to be, like, the levels are kind of, oh my gosh, I've thought about doing a cool spiral thing with the floor for a while, and then you're gonna see that I just didn't, I think. Maybe I still did, but I don't think so. But anyways, I just completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I wanted the first floor to be, like, a kind of, like, cozy lounge area for whether it's, like, you know, the people that are in the government of Spooky Hollow, or just, like, residents that maybe they just moved, or maybe they just, like, need a place to read, relax. It's a generic lot, it's for anyone. So yeah. So I'm just adding in just, like, some little spooky things. I have the bookshelves placed, and I'm adding a desk, and I also only used the typewriters from my cottage living because I like the idea of it feeling like Halloween is so, I don't want to say, like, traditional, but, like, kind of, like, vintagey to an extent, so I liked the idea of just using those. But yeah, and here I have a little study table, and I put a little coffee and tea bar up here, which I love, because I feel like even, like, apartments and stuff, like, when you're about to move to a new place, like, they like to have, like, their little coffee bars and all of that. So yeah, I added that, and now I'm just cluttering things up a little bit, using more of the spooky decor from Seasons. Yeah, I also made the lot spooky, and I think it's, like, I can't remember what traits I gave it, but it's on the gallery. So if you wanted to, you can hear my angel tearing up the laundry basket. But yeah, if you wanted to, like, I'm gonna upload all of these to the gallery, and again, there's no custom content used. The only custom content that I have is MC Command Center, and that doesn't affect builds, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, adding the little trick-or-treating up, that's gonna be outside of every build. Like, the little trick-or-treating bowl. But yeah, oh, I am so hype about this. Like, you guys can download it and turn Brindleton Bay into a spooky town and all of that, and it's gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna have, in, like, the little, like, wharf area, I think is what it's called, like, where this build is, which is taking place on the lot that had the Calico Lounge. Look. That had the Calico Lounge. Yeah, so it's like on that, like the one that's like on the dock. Yeah. Also, this is the second floor. This is kind of like the mayor's space. So like all of these doors with the signs above them that are from, I think, I don't remember if it's Cottage Living or Realm of Magic, but I think it's Cottage Living. Those are like the plaques that are saying whose office that is. So it's like secretary, receptionist, any, I don't actually know, like, government, civic titles, but yeah, I envisioned we had one that was a vampire, so this is like one of the, like, you know, secretary's office, and then this one I imagined was kind of like a zombie ghoul kind of vibe. So she just kind of like has that stuff. She has like the zombie little figure that you'll see me play. I think this is literally me looking for it right now. But yeah, there it is. Yeah, you see me place that. I just wanted this vibe to be very much that. And the last one is a witchy vibe, which you will see momentarily. And then, I don't know if you noticed, but under the stairs, there's like the little cat door with a little sign above it that is Mayor Jinx's office, because he's the mayor. Or she. They. Actually, I mean, I haven't created any Sims for this, it was just what's in my mind. So you can do whatever you want if you were to download this. I just envision a very cute, snuggly black cat to be Mayor Jinx. So you can just keep that in mind. But yeah, this is the last, I guess, secretary's little office, and I just put her little familiar in that little shelf. I think I chose the raven. Don't quote me on that. We'll see. Wait. Yes. Yeah, the raven. But yeah, so I'm gonna make like we're gonna have like little places. So we're gonna have like a pumpkin patch, and I might have like a haunted house area, and I'm gonna have like a lounge bar area that I'm going to call something regarding like a crypt. That's gonna be really fun. And then I'm gonna have I'm gonna have multiple different families. Obviously we have to have trick-or-treaters. And coffee shops. I'm gonna have an oddities store down here. I'm so excited about that. But yeah, anyways, this level is the conference room and also bathroom, I would say, for town meetings, you know? And I ended up using a lot of decor because it's kind of a big space, and I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to fill the space with, because I didn't want it to be like super cluttered, because I wanted it to be an efficient space. So I used the whiteboard from high school years and the podium, and I also removed a chair and added a cat, the little cat tree for the mayor, obviously. And yeah, and these are the bathrooms, because obviously, like, I needed bathrooms. I was just imagining, like, a sim on the lot doing something and being, like, needing to use the bathroom really bad, so obviously I added a bathroom. And yeah. So I'm adding the bathrooms, and then in that little, like, nook right there, I made that for the mayor to have his litter box in there. Don't know if it's functional. Again, I really don't play that much. So it might be functional, it might not be. If it's not, you can put the litter box somewhere else if you were to download it. But yeah, and now I knew I wanted to have like some kind of like mad scientist kind of thing happening in the little part in the top, and I could not for the life of me figure out what to do about the ladder that wouldn't make it just like an absolute pain to be in the way. So yeah, I worked on that for a while. I was really unsure about what I was gonna do. I ended up deciding against the ladder. You'll see in a minute that I just put a staircase all the way up there from the back, which I like better. So that's kind of like a mad scientist's little space, and by mad scientist I kind of am envisioning like Dr. Frankenstein, which my son, my cat son, is named after him. I kind of like imagine that. So whenever I was decorating this space, I put in some of like the potions from Realm of Magic that were like the reviving and the immortality potions. I think like that's the kind of stuff that I was like putting in there, because like I just imagine that he's like creating a little monster kind of thing, you know? But this build is almost done. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoy the rest of me building this space of Brindleton Bay, making it into Spooky Hollow. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the next ones, and happy October. And I included some pictures that you'll see in just a second.
Ha 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 ha!